Buenas noches and welcome to Baked. So it's like 10 p.m. on a Friday night. I don't really have very many friends, so obviously it's time to make tacos. The first step of making tacos while high is to smoke some. Okay, now you're gonna start on the actual taco bits, meaning that you're gonna need something to fry the taco bits in. I'm gonna get a pot because it's a pun. In addition to that, I have a large pan so I can toast my tortillas. Oh, you're gonna need another onion. Now, for cooking stuff, I like using sweet onions. I just like them. I think they cook better than red onions. Red onions, I think, taste really good raw, and they can add a nice texture to a dish, I think. But like for flavor, I think I really like the sweet onion. I'm gonna just cut this up now. Also, unlike red onions, with yellow onions or sweet onions or whatever you have, I'm pretty sure they're just all variants of the same thing, but whatever. It's much easier to cut than for the salsa because you don't need thin slices for this. You just need to dice this up kind of roughly. I think one of my roommates is getting home, so this is going to be awkward. Okay, so that trick that I talked about with the tomato also works with the onion. Since you're about to finish chopping the onion, put some oil on that shit, on the pot, and let it heat up, because that's about to start going down. I'm also using some jarred minced garlic, and I'm using some jarred pepper paste, a different pepper. This one's ají panca. It's a savory one. It doesn't really taste good raw, but it tastes great in stews, and in this case, taco filling. Cool trick to know if your oil's hot enough. Just make sure it coats the entire bottom of the pan first. Get a little tiny test onion, throw it in there, and keep an eye on it and see when it starts to properly fry. Okay, so my onion started sizzling. My test onion, that is. So now I'm going to add all this chopped goodness. I also have a little bit leftover parsley from the salsa, and I think that's totally fine. It might burn, but it might not, who knows. Ow! Careful, the oil will jump at you and burn and hurt. Clean up your mess, make sure there's not burning onion somewhere on the stove. Okay, so now may be the time to reflect on the fact that you may have put in too much onion. But to compensate for that, put in way too much of every other ingredient, even though you still have the same amount of beef, so it's still gonna be a really weird taco. Okay, just add a spoonful of garlic. You may want to use a spoon so you don't scratch the bottom of your pot. I don't know if that's something people care about, but like, I don't want to scratch my pot personally, so I'm using a spoon. Here it is cooking. Proof. Okay, I'm gonna switch to handy cam.
Okay, so here's handy cam. As you can see, I may have also put in too much oil, but that just means this will cook quicker, right? Right. Like I said, not a chef here, just someone who is trying to make some tacos. This ended up being way too much onion, but it's fine. I could have used a bigger pot, but also, it's fine. Like I said. Wait till these are nice and toasted, nice and golden. And then you can add your meat. Well, actually, now may be a good time to add some of that pepper I mentioned. Okay, so this pepper is jarred and a little bit preserved and will cook a little bit quicker just because it's more of a condiment form than it is an actual pepper right now. So we're gonna just wait till this is a little bit more cooked, and once it's nice and like a little bit toasted, we can go ahead and add the pepper. Now's a good time to add salt and pepper though. Here's salt, and here's pepper. Stir around. So I think now is a good time to add the pepper. I'm going to add a tablespoon and a half, I think. It's gonna need more than that. Okay, I'm gonna put 2 whole tablespoons in it then. Okay. Well, go ahead and stir. Now everything's gonna get a nice red color to it. It's gonna be really pretty. Just add whatever your favorite seasonings are. I am going to add cumin, some bay leaves, achiote, some red chili peppers, and rosemary and thyme. There we go. Yeah, you can see what all those are now. Cool.
Okay, at this point, all your shit's gotten as cooked as it should for now, and now it's time to grab your meat. Now, if you're a vegetarian, you can get something different, but I like to have meat in my tacos, so I'm going to be using this pound of ground beef. Oh gosh, how do I open this? Okay, find a way to open your beef. Turn off the heat of the stove and get scissors. There's meat juice all over those scissors, so you're going to want to go ahead and wash them. Make sure you turn your heat back up so you can actually cook that beef, because otherwise you're going to just have some warm raw beef in a pot. Oh, by the way, I ended up skipping the red pepper flakes and the achiote, just because I want to see how it tastes first. But I did put cumin, rosemary, thyme, and something else. No, actually I think that was just cumin, rosemary, thyme, and a couple bay leaves. I put 2 bay leaves. It smells good right now. See, I'm being wistful because I wish that I had some ají mirasol. It's another Peruvian pepper. It's like ají amarillo, but it's sun-dried. So ají amarillo is that one that I use in the salsa. It's really good. But, I don't have any left. Well, your taco filling smells great so far, and it looks a lot like taco filling. I've been speaking in second person this whole time. I'm wondering if it's something I should continue, or if it's something that I should stop. I feel like I'm just reciting a recipe, but, like, honestly, I'm just improvising with this. Okay, kids, if you have a stove, and you have seasonings, I really encourage you to season all of your stuff if it comes in a jar. Like Prego, whatever, Ragu, I don't really like either of them, but what I do is saute some onions and garlic and some, like, whatever, some onions, some garlic, and some bell pepper. Put that in there and stir it around so that way it's well incorporated into the pasta sauce, and then I season it with like a little bit of cayenne pepper or something, and like, or achiote or cumin. I love putting cumin in things. Cumin is like my jam. I think the worst part of cooking has to be the waiting. I mean, also cutting onions. Cutting onions really sucks. But like, honestly, why? The taco filling is almost done cooking, which means that it's time to move it to the back burner, literally. I have that big pan that I mentioned from before. I'm going to put this on high heat. You're probably also going to need a relatively large plate to hold on to your tortillas while you arm your tacos. So now that I've got this tortilla here, I'm just going to put it on that big pan that I heated. Because I have an electric stove. I do not have a gas stove. If I had a gas stove, I would suggest just putting your tortilla on the gas stove and singeing it on one side, and that makes a good tortilla. But with this method, you're just putting the tortilla on a pan and letting it heat up till it's a little toasty. That smells amazing. Look at that. Oh, hang on. Yeah, that's some delicious looking yum. So the taco filling's just about done. I'm just waiting for the last bits of it to cook because it smells really good, and then I'm going to put it on the lowest heat setting possible just to make sure it stays warm. And this tortilla right now is in the process of toasting. It's taking a little bit, but that's just the nature of the tortilla. Fickle, but beautiful. Ow. Ah. See, the problem with flipping your tortilla by hand is everything, but I don't want to get anything else dirty. Make sure it's not poison. See, that is delicious, but it definitely needs more of everything. Add the seasonings that it needs. In fact, add a little bit more of this pepper. Get a plate for your tortilla. And there you have it, a nice little toasted tortilla for your taco. Okay, second taste test. Let's see how this goes. That's good. That's really good. This turned out really good. So, get the stuff to arm your taco. The basic components of a taco, as you probably know, are a tortilla, some sort of green, usually lettuce, but today I'm using spinach because I got spinach instead of lettuce on accident. So what I do is I make a bed of greens on my tortilla. Get a little of the meat. By a little, I mean a lot. So now I have a big ass taco, but now I just have to add some salsa. This salsa had time to sit around for a bit, so it should be slightly more mild now. Not too mild, because I did put way too much rocoto in there. It was not just that it needed to sit for a bit. Ooh, look at that salsa. Okie dokie. Yeah, that looks bomb as hell. And there you have it, a beautiful Peruvian seasoned taco. And you could also put cheese on this if you like to live your life that way, but I'm lactose intolerant, so no thank you. Moment of truth. This is really good, and it's making a huge mess. Don't look at me. I haven't eaten all day, and it is like midnight, so I really needed this. I hope you have better results, because I can't really taste the meat. Also remember, the nature of the taco is to be a giant goopy mess, so don't get too discouraged by getting so messy, because it worked out, and you got a taco. I hope you have some good results with this. I'm baked, so like anything tastes good to me now, so yeah, buenas noches.